Hello, all. Welcome back.
Welcome
We are
back.
here for more Best Friends Forever. And speaking of Best Friends Forever, if you would also love to play this wonderful game, it is on Kickstarter right now
Right
for
now.
3 more days.
3 more days.
Ross put a link to it. Put it back. I'll put it again. But here is a special deal. If for every backer, even if it's not someone on the stream, but there's 396 backers right now. For every backer I see, I will personally make a Star Wars quote out of nowhere. Everyone else can too if they want. And if
I will make a Star Wars quote as well, but in the dialogue somehow I'll work it in.
You're just like,
oh my goodness. See, I'm just gonna do it out of nowhere. Elf is crafty enough that she's gonna like work.
I just know a lot of dialogue lines. That's it. Like,
yeah.
What do we do if we fund during the show?
I'm willing to do a happy dance.
I will stand up on camera and join you.
Yes.
All right.
We will.
We'll dap.
Yes. We'll have a dance party for all of you right here, just like our best friends, because you'll be our best friends.
Oh yeah, we'll dance to the theme song.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So you got 2 minutes and 30 seconds of dancing.
Yep. 2 minutes and 30 seconds of dancing. Okay.
I call that a fair bet. Yeah, if we
I think
we fund during stream.
It's like if one person, all would have to happen is like one person would have to buy a painting.
I'm watching it, man.
They're really nice paintings.
They're nice paintings.
They're really nice.
And
I'm tempted, certainly.
That's a combined 10 minutes of dancing you're gonna get.
That's a promise.
Combined 10 minutes of dance. I don't even know if I could dance that long.
I don't know if I can dance for 2.5 minutes, but I'm gonna try it. Okay,
all right. Where are we at here?
Okay, go back to the charm scenes. Charm time. So after each hangout, we have another charm scene, and there are 3 things that you can do during your charm scene. Now, you can either get a charm, tell us something you like about yourself. You can gift a charm. It could be either one of your charms or one of the charms from the pool, and tell us something you like about your friend. Or you can give up a charm and tell us how you've changed or grown. Anyone can go first.
So we can gift a charm to anyone this time?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it works?
That's how this works.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna gift a charm.
Okay.
And I'm gonna gift a charm to Lulu.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a charm of the Cubosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
Oh. You totally trumped it. I was gonna give you that charm, but it's beautiful. Continue.
Yeah. The charm of the Cubosaurus Rex to represent your fairness and honesty when dealing with difficult dinosaur-related subject matter.
Nice. Nice. It's solid. Solid gift.
I love it. I'm looking for one. I have an idea in mind. All right, I got it. I'm giving one to Gabby. I don't know if she likes me calling her Gabby.
You can call me Gabby or GP.
Is that okay? Or GP?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. All right. So we are all welcome in Lulu's place, but now Sophia really feels like she and Gabby have like their own, have like a special, their own little tiny castle, even if it's just made out of ducting and some nails and a bottle. But yeah, that's their little special place.
Love it. Love it.
Do you have one, Gabby?
I'm thinking.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh, do it.
Do it.
So, unfortunately, I cannot give 2 of these charms away, but I think I'm going to give a charm to Yuki as well to represent your mad musical naming skills, and, your capacity to motivate us to form this band. It doesn't matter whose skills there are, you're the thing that keeps it still rolling forward. There you go.
Smub for life.
Smub for life, yes.
Okay, cool. I am Okay, I'm going to give the megaphone to Lulu, and this is going to represent just your beautiful singing voice, which I was just like so amazed by. And yeah, so I'm giving you that megaphone.
All right.
Okay. So that's a charm scene. Now let's go back. So now we have an option. We can either do another hangout, or we can choose to end the game, which means we would sign the yearbook.
Well, I think we got to hang out.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
All right, great. So we're going back to the hangout map. Boom.
Heck yeah.
Everybody go back to the hangout map. Okay. So now we can choose any of these locations to go to next. We could even go back to Lulu's basement again if we wanted. But we also have Mrs. Way's yard, sleepover at Tiffy's, Camp Summertime, and Ghost Duck Middle School, which we have not chosen any of those options yet.
Anybody have any ideas, any preferences as to where to go?
School scenes are always fun and interesting.
School's cool, yeah.
I do school. I don't think anyone's actually streamed Ghost Duck Middle School yet. So
really? Well, we have to do it now.
Well, then, challenge accepted.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sounds great. So before we go to Ghost Duck Middle School, I would also invite you to, you can also choose to discard any number of cards and then draw back up to 3. I'm keeping my cards.
So how do you just right click and discard?
Let me see. So you can drag a card onto the board.
Actually, I'm pretty happy with my cards right now.
Yeah, and then you can right click and can I put it into the deck? Yeah, you can put the card back into the deck.
And if we want to draw a card, we just click on the deck.
Yeah, you
click it, you deal 1 to yourself or yourself or whatever.
Okay. So, and Sean, regardless of which, Sean, you're going to draw back up to 3.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then when everyone's done with that, go ahead and drag yourself over to Ghost Duck Middle School. There's 2 of them. We're not after school. We're during school.
Yeah, I realized I was muted a second ago, but I love the idea of going to Ghost Duck. And in particular, I like it because we saw our characters when they were alone, and it'd be cool to see them when there's other kids around.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right.
There are 2 Ghost Duck Middle Schools.
Ghost Duck Middle School.
There's also Ghost Duck Middle School after school.
Oh, yeah. What's that about? I wonder.
That's like advanced level stuff right there.
I wonder what that could be even.
Look, we're not a high enough level to go to the Ghost Duck Middle School dark yet. All right.
Yeah, okay. So we got to level up. Let's go to...
Yeah, we got to level up. Also, you can totally, if you want to like drag in an NPC, feel free to go over to the charm scene and copy one of those extra people. And we can, if you want an inspiration for an NPC, you feel free to grab one of those other characters. If we were playing the physical edition, they would just kind of all be staying out.
Yeah.
Out on the table. And we would be grabbing them when we needed them. Okay, great. So everyone drag your peeps on. Let's go ahead and just shrink down. I'm going to go ahead and shrink people down a little bit. I'll just get everybody so they're kind of the same size.
Yeah, I'm just doing it via the block at the bottom.
Yeah, the base, which is cool. This is a cool experiment for me. I think that in the future I will I can make it so it's a little more obvious how to scale them. But yeah, it's the blocks should all be the same size. Seems like Lulu's actually like ginormous, and you little. Okay, great. So would someone care to read out the mechanic for Ghost Duck Middle School in the bottom left?
Sure.
Oh.
Ghost Duck Middle School. School is in sesh. Start with a dice pool on first period. At the start of your turn, you may move it to the next period or play another scene in the current period.
That's it. That's the rule. Anyone can go first.
Oh, has anybody got anything in mind? I'm certainly.
I'm looking at all the choices. What do we have here? We have the library, the halls, Mrs. Way's class, Mr. Flint's class,
Mr. Gomez's class, the bathroom, gym class, in the library, the cafeteria.
Yep, those are the options.
And it looks like I'm trying to like look at the art, and it looks like Mrs. Way's class is kind of crafty.
Yeah,
so
like art room.
Yeah, so I think I want to have a scene in Mrs. Way's class because I established that Yuki has some mad crafting skills.
All right.
Sophia cares about, likes those, like is into that stuff too. So yeah, who would like to be in Mrs. Way's art class in the morning?
Of course, I'm in there. Definitely.
I think Lulu takes the class.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Gabrielle Paola doesn't have this class with you guys.
Okay.
I think I'm in a different class this period.
All right. So it's just the three of us. Okay.
Just the three of us. And I see a big sculpture in the middle, and I think we are all making volcanoes, or
nice.
We're not all making. We're together making like a volcano. I think that we're in a group of like, then there's maybe like 4 groups, all each, that are collectively making like a paper mache volcano. So the volcano itself has to be like physically sturdy and sound, and then we also have to do the like baking soda reaction of like making it explode at the end.
Nice.
But it's an art class, right? So it's got to be about the pretty volcano before
exactly.
You
Yeah, right. Like you basically erupt it when you've already like finished it. Like that's the reward for finishing, is that you get to blow something up, right?
Yeah.
You have to first make it.
Which I guess Sophia is like really into the idea of like the end part being like blowing it up.
Yeah, she's really expecting a lot more of an explosion than the baking soda frothing that's gonna happen, right? She's really hoping it'll actually blow up, but that's because she doesn't. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, we're doing that thing where we have to like make like the chicken wire frame, and it's really easy for it to sag down and kind of morph and collapse and whatnot. So
what card are you playing, Sean?
Oh, I need to play a card.
Ross, like a hawk watching the rules.
I mean, the game has like 3 rules. Come on.
All right, there we go.
I can talk about why this is important.
Yeah, why don't you talk about what's important?
Just a little designer aside. There's a couple ways this game could have been designed, right? One impulse that people have that they like to do is sometimes they like to hold on to their card and not play, and then like play it as like zing. This is what we're doing, like play at the last minute. And the reason we don't do that in BFF is because it gives us all the opportunity to play towards that card. And
that makes sense.
Instead of the story just kind of being something that exists in like one person's head and we don't really know what it is and what they're trying to do, it just allows us all as players to kind of work together to make this thing happen. And by doing it together, it's just allows for us to maybe create something that's going to be a little surprising. Maybe it's not going to be exactly what you had in mind when you first started the scene. Also, you can also just play the card. You don't have to decide how you're going to do that at all, which is another kind of cool thing. You can kind of play the card, and just by it being on the table, it's going to magically happen on its own, even without you trying.
Yeah.
Kind of like we all have the cards like this, the Ouija board, and we're all kind of like hanging on to it, and it's just going to go there. So that is why, nerds.
I like it. Thank you for mentioning it, because I hadn't looked at my cards before I started the scene. Then I opened the scene and I looked at my cards and I was like, I don't know which of these cards applies. But then I was like, swear an oath together. I'm feeling like Sophia is really big into like witchy bonds and things like that. And like, I don't know how that's going to apply to building a paper mache volcano, but like, that's okay.
That's fine.
Need to. Yep. So yeah.
Okay, sorry. So proceed.
So how far along in our project are we here, Sophia?
I think that is the question that is at the table right now. So Sophia's inclination is that we have enough of the frame to just start paper macheing. In truth, I don't think we actually do. I think that we're still doing the wireframe building, but she's like ready to start paper macheing. So I think we have like the bowl of paper mache and the paper, and it's a question of like, do we just start doing it now? Because like other kids are a little further ahead than we are. Should we start paper macheing now? and just hope it holds up, or should we spend more time with the wireframe structure to like build it? And she's like, I think it's good enough. Let's just start covering it up, and that way, if it collapses, we can just cover it more.
I think Yuki is with you only because Yuki wants to get to the part where she's painting things and like putting little people on there and like trees and stuff. And like the wireframe engineering part of it is like whatever, you know, like it's not important to her. So she's like, yeah, we should just start. We should do the thing. Yeah.
What's Lulu's stance on the
I think Lulu doesn't know, right? Like she kind of paid attention to what the teacher was saying, and she sort of, I mean, if like the thing is that even though she's smart, she knows that Yuki is good at crafts. So if Yuki says that it's ready, then she assumes it's ready.
And to be fair, I think my experience working with kids is like I'm describing this as though like it's a foolish move. I think it's an iterative move. I think that they're trying a thing, and if it like collapses, they'll put some more wire around it and then some more paper mache around that, and they'll just keep iterating on it. Yeah. And it won't be the perfect volcano, but it'll be their volcano. So
look, it's a design choice. Okay.
Yeah, it's a design choice. So yeah, so I think they are making it, and of course, it is like. Because the frame is not there.
It is like, tenuous.
It is like collapsing in on itself, and it doesn't quite hold the right shape, right? Yeah, so there's definitely this point where Sophia has like her hands just like drenched in paper mache stuff, and like anything she touches is just like paper mache goo, because that's what she's been assigned the paper mache thing, and she's like. She looks at Yuki and Lulu, and it's like, okay, I think we need to like put some more wire on it, but it's gonna get real. Your hands are all gonna get gross if you put wire all over that stuff. Like
it's like a tar baby.
Yeah, it's like a tar baby, exactly. And yeah, so I think. It's like, is it okay with both of you to get like really gross too to finish this off? Because I feel like she can't grab the wire right now because her hands are so covered in paper mache stuff. Yeah, but in order for you to put wire on it, that means your hands are going to get all covered in paper mache stuff too. So she's kind of looking, hopefully, that you'll get gross with her.
I think Lulu volunteers to dive in here for two reasons. One. Yuki has a sweet dinosaur costume that we can't get all messed up.
Yeah, that's true.
And two, Lulu is one of those analytically minded individuals who understands things like grid layouts on a map for an RPG. And she knows that it's only 15 feet through the back door of the classroom to the bathroom. And you can actually make it all the way there if you hip check the door without needing to touch a knob.
Nice. Oh, that's important knowledge to know.
And the door's propped open right now because of ventilation concerns.
I think Yuki like is looking reluctant to join in, like for that exact reason. The exact reason that Lulu said she doesn't want to get messy, but also she's working on a little pile of props for this volcano. Like she's already moved on to the next step. Like
next level.
You know what I mean? Like she's gonna put some little trees on there and like a little house on the side so that baking soda like ruins it. It'll be great.
Nice.
Yes.
I love it so much.
So I think
she's loath to like go back to the other part and like do the messy stuff.
Right.
All this.
So yeah, I think Lulu just like totally tells you that you should do the thing and like just finish up the HUDs. We got this. It's fine. There's two of us already working on it.
Okay, good.
Like,
yeah.
And I'm
like building Pompeii.
I stick to toothpicks or whatever wooden prop that we were originally going to use for palm trees. I steal two of them from whatever cup is in the like communal table area.
The toothpick cup, yeah.
Two of them into the collapsing zone. And when we add more paper mache, I insist that we add like kind of like a lump there, and then I pull them out so that it looks like it has eyes, and maybe like in my dreams the baking soda is gonna come out of there too. Nice. I try to shape like a face of an angry volcano god. Nice. So, yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
I love it.
But it's all in papier mache, so it's like all lumpy and stuff.
Yeah. Right.
Oh yeah. And then like we try and smooth it with our hands, but it just makes it messier.
Right.
So Michelangelo here.
By the time I think we're like ready for Yuki's like awesome rad props and whatnot, like both Sophia and Lulu are just like up to their elbows in paper mache. Like it is just gross. It's on their clothes, whatever. But like they've done it. They've built something and it's not gorgeous, but it's like it's a structure. And
Sophie, what do you do when like I eyeball you once, I eyeball you twice, and then I like put some paper mache on your nose?
Oh, nice.
I step back from Yuki. Like I step back from the table. I'm like, I know what's coming. Like you've provoked Sophia, and I know that Sophia is an energetic, explosive personality. You know.
Yeah, exactly. So Sophia isn't like mean. She doesn't mean this in a mean way, but she just escalates like way too fast. Like it's not like she's angry with you. It's like, oh, this is a fun game, but it's like the paintbrush on your face, you know.
Or she like grabs a handful of the goop.
Exactly.
How's Miss Way respond to all this?
I think the next thing we see is Sophie and Yuki sitting after class being talked to.
You mean Lulu and
yeah, and Lulu and Sophie, sorry. And like being told, being told, and I think it's funny because I was imagining swearing an oath to you in like thanks, but I think we're swearing to like always be responsible.
Yeah, Mrs. Way is like seriously cross. She's like,
right. Like I don't think we're in major trouble, but I think we're having to swear that we will, we'll always be. I mean, if that's something like Lulu would be fine with, like.
Yeah, I think so. I think Lulu feels appropriately chastised. There was probably some wild giggling and squeaking as we chased each other around the table. We probably knocked something over. There's baking soda on the floor and stuff. So yeah.
And in the background, if it's okay with you, Elf, I think like even though class is out and we're behind because we've been like, we're having to swear that we'll never make a mess in class again. And Yuki is there like putting on all the sweet props and like totally decorated.
Yeah, she's just like, I've got an extra 2 or 3 minutes while they get in trouble for me to like finish this thing. So it's really good at the end,
Nice.
So the trouble's worth it or what have you.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to give Lulu this because we swore an oath together that we would not make a mess in class.
The cards.
Yep. Go ahead and take it.
And
awesome.
Do we shift the timer over? Is that how it goes?
That is the decision of whoever's turn it is next. Who's next, Sean? Oh, I accidentally unplugged. I can't hear any audio.
You're mute. No, Sean's
muted. Okay. Woo. Okay. Sean,
sorry.
looks like you're muted. That's cool.
There we go.
So
Ross, since GP wasn't in that scene, why don't you do the next one?
I can do that. Great. And I will move on to the next period because you all are in that period together. So we'll go to second period. And who do I have? Where am I? Second period. We're in the gym. I'm in the gym. And I think I have second period with Lulu. I think it's just the two of us.
All right.
All right, great. And I'm going to choose one of my cards. I'm going to be asking for help. Okay, so the gym. Ghost Duck Middle School. Lulu and I are we're playing okay, so it's so we're in the locker room and we're getting ready for gym class. We're getting dressed. And the locker room is a pretty typical middle school locker room. It's painted. All the lockers are like alternating blue and white. And there's a row of benches in front of the lockers, and there's showers. And there's there's just like a bunch of kids in here getting ready, and we're putting on our outfits. And I open up my locker and I have this super styling. I have these like super styling shorts they're kind of like the soccer shorts, and I've got this kind of like spandex top thing that I'm wearing. And I'm in the process right now of like braiding my hair. I'm doing this kind of like Katniss Everdeen braid because I'm super into Hunger Games. And I'm working on it and just like kind of doing my hair up. And Lulu, I think we share a locker.
Okay.
And you arrive, and you're a little bit late to gym class for some reason. How come?
Well, obviously, because after first period, I had to stay after because I was getting talking to and we had to finish the project, and then I had to clean up, right? So, like, you still probably catch, like, even though I cleaned up, there's still like a tuft of paint on one section of my hair, and maybe like a couple of spatters of paper mache on my shirt, kind of thing.
Yeah, totally. I think you've got this crap on you, and I see you, and like, what, Lulu, what?
And I'm like trying to put my gym clothes on at like twice the normal speed, right? Like, because usually people are putting them on, they're laughing and they're waving at each other and they know they've got the time. But I'm like actually trying to catch up because like everyone's already filing out by the time I just get there.
And I think I like am just kind of like helping you out a little bit, and I'm just Lulu, what happened? Why you've got that crap all over you?
We had to make volcanoes. I got into a paper mache fight with Sophie.
Oh my God, you guys are so bad. Okay, well, let's get you dressed, and we'll get out there. And so you finish getting dressed, and we go out. And what are we doing today? Do you have an idea?
Is it dodgeball?
Yeah, it's definitely dodgeball.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I mean, if we want to be as Nickelodeon TV show as possible, it's dodgeball. That's
okay.
Sure.
Nice.
It's definitely dodgeball, and I think it's 2-on-2 dodgeball.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull some opponents out here.
All right.
Let's see. We're up against Don. Wait, did that work?
Yep, that worked.
Okay, good. There's Don. We're up against Don, and we're up against.
Oh no, you got the sporty one. We're in trouble now.
I know we're super in trouble. And and Carmen. Wait, there's Carmen. Okay, great. So we're up against Don and Carmen, and it's like the 2-on-2, championships. And we've been playing, we've been going through this whole, I don't know how we managed to get this far, but it's actually, I think it was the whole class. We were all playing against each other, and it all just comes down, like people are slowly getting eliminated one by one until it's just down to the four of us. And so I'm getting super OCD for some reason about like adjusting these people because I can. Okay, great. Got to be to scale. All right, fantastic. Okay, cool. And Sean, I want you to play Dawn, who is really Dawn is really nice. Everybody really likes Dawn. And but like in sports, she's like totally ruthless. And Elf, I want you to play Carmen.
Okay.
And Carmen, and like Dawn is like as tall as like actually Dawn is like almost as tall as Lulu. She's a big lady. And Carmen is not super good at sports, but she's a mad trash talker, and everyone's really intimidated by her. And it's just like the four of us, and like all of our classmates are like surrounding us, and just like watching and cheering on. All the people have been like eliminated on one side, and there's all these other people have been eliminated on the other side. And Gab is GP is exhausted. I've got this ball, and I'm holding it, and like Dawn, like you just hurl this like speed ball at me, and I like bat it aside with my ball.
Yeah, Dawn is doing this thing. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Dawn's doing this thing where she doesn't have a ball now, so she's trying to like psych Gab out into like throwing it, to like throwing it when she's not ready. She's like, come on.
And I've seen, this is like how Dawn's gotten everybody out, because everyone's like so positive that they can like get Dawn out, and you'll kind of like be acting like you're not even paying attention sometimes, and then you'll throw it and then you'll just catch it, and I'm not falling for it. The way I've basically been standing in the back corner, like I'm just kind of like standing with the ball. I kind of like to one side, and every once in a while someone will throw it at me, and I'll just be like, I'll bat it away. I haven't tried to get anyone out this entire game.
I feel like Carmen's strategy is to stand further back than Dawn does.
Okay.
Yeah. Collect any ball that like goes past them and hand it off to like Dawn, who is like a cannon, you know?
Yeah, totally.
And while doing that, just be like shit talking from the back, you know?
Yeah, totally.
You're never gonna beat us. Come on, you've only got the only ball. Throw it. You might as well. You're gonna lose anyway.
Yeah. I think GP's hands, I think her hands are like shaking because when she batted that last ball away, Dawn had like hurled it like a cannon. And so when she like batted away, her hands are shaking from like how hard.
Yeah, actually the ball, I think and then Carmen hands you another ball and you like hurl it like straight at my face. And I hold the ball up and the ball hits the ball in my hands and it hits me in the face. So good. And I like fall down on my ass. And just like, oh, ow, oh, ah, I think you broke my nose. Oh.
I think Lulu will run over and like ascertain whether you're actually hurt or not.
No, I'm not actually hurt.
But do you think you're actually hurt, or are you
I'm like stunned. I'm just
okay. So
yeah, I think I'm actually hurt. Correct.
Okay. In which case, I'm gonna try and stop the game and call for the gym teacher to. I see. You think you're actually hurt, but you're not actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think Lulu is gonna try and tell you that you're fine. Like she'll come up with like, like my cousin Kathy, had an actual broken nose. I know what they look like. Like you're not even bleeding out of your nose, and just like go on this whole like short tirade and tell you that you're fine, and then try to pull you up, and she'll say like, okay, so I have a plan.
What are we going to do, Lulu?
All right, we're both going to act like we're going to throw at, is it Carmen?
Yeah.
We're going to both act like we're going to throw at Carmen. But at the last second, what I need you to do is to turn around and I need you to throw at Dawn. But don't throw it at her, like, chest or her face because she's going to catch it. You know she's going to catch it. You got to throw it, like, right at her toes.
Okay.
Okay. On 3. Ready?
On 3. Yeah, right. So I get up and I start just like talking mad crap at Carmen, like, oh yeah, Carmen, you're so tough. You haven't even thrown the ball once. I mean, I haven't either, but
you don't need to throw the ball when you pick teammates as well as I do.
Oh yeah.
I think that's probably the moment, like when you guys are in the middle of the trash talking, that I'm gonna actually like try and rocket arm straight at Carmen.
All right, great.
I think Carmen is kind of a wimp when it comes to like the actual
game,
like things getting thrown at her and stuff. She's perfectly fine to talk mad crap, but she also like, I think as soon as this ball is like rocketing towards her, she basically does the whole like,
twang. And as you do that, we've like synchronized this. I act like I'm about to throw it at Carmen. It's like, oh yeah, you think I can't throw? Well, catch this. And then I turn and I throw it straight at Dawn's feet.
Nice. And I think Dawn had been like waiting while you were helping Gabriella Pollock get back up again because really she may be like vindictive, but you don't like throw somebody when they're down. She's still
a fair player.
Person. She's a fair player. So as soon as you like got up though, she like chucked one and you had to like dodge out of the way. And so she's waiting for Carmen to like reload her. She's like, come on, Carmen, give me another one. I'll take him out. So she's sort of like looking over at Carmen, and I think she's expecting, to try and catch the one that's going to go for Carmen or something like that. And that's when you like beat her, hit her in the knees. And,
okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking like, we won. Oh, that's so cool.
I think Lulu just like throws up both arms and is doing a lap and goes to celebrate with all the non-sporty kids that are usually terrorized by Dawn and Carmen in these kinds of games.
Yeah.
It's like somebody scoring a goal in soccer, even though it's dodgeball.
We get rushed from the bench. The bench is clear. Like, it's like way too excited for this dodgeball game. All right, cool. Oh no. And Carmen and Dawn
taken down.
Yeah, we're like, in your face. You're stupid. You're terrible.
Get you next time.
It's not that. It's not that bad. It's just a game of. It's just a game of dodgeball.
Just a game of dodgeball.
Yeah, and I think I think Don and Carmen just like congratulate us, and also they're good sports about it. Like, oh yeah, that was good play. Like, we'll get you next time. You know, yeah, we really lucked out there. You know, okay, great. So we'll go ahead and scene, and Strash, you go ahead and take my card.
I'm winning at cards.
You have 6 cards. You're breaking my game. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, what do we do when we all have 0 cards and Strash has 27?
Yeah, it's mathematically and socially very unlikely that any of
One
the
person
hangouts
would-
goes 3 full rounds, so somebody is completely out.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen, and I could write that thing into the rules at some point, which is just like, if someone's out of cards, give them a card. You know?
Yeah, it's friendship. Give them a card. Yeah.
Consider a card.
Cool.
Hey, everybody, Taylor Dow's back. Want to
Hey,
wave?
Taylor.
Want to say hi to Twitch? Everyone says hi.
Are you playing?
Yeah, we're playing right now. Okay, cool. So who's next, Sean?
Who's next? Oh, you mean who's next down on the list?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's gonna be Elf.
Okay.
Alrighty then. Well, I'm gonna move it forward to lunch period, of course.
Sounds great.
And we're gonna have a cafeteria scene because it's lunch period. How can we not have a
Of
cafeteria?
course.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's
How
impossible.
could we not? Right.
And I think Yuki eats lunch with the gang because the gang, you know, hang out together. So I think it's one of those things where it's like they're the little school clique that they have, you know.
Great.
Although I imagine that Gabriella Paula has like another group of friends, and like Sofia's got like some skateboarding friends, and you know, like there's a lot of that separate stuff. But I feel like Yuki she's a little bit of like an oddball, obviously, cool dinosaur costume at school.
Mm-hmm.
And so she has like you guys, you know what I mean? And that's like, she has a small group of friends. It's just,
right. I think Sophia's having lunch with you. I think Sophia kind of moves around because she's, again, like doesn't like to sit still very often, but not like she's writing her skateboarding class, because that probably wouldn't fly.
No.
But she, I think, runs over to have lunch with you because she's there to be like, Dawn told me you guys beat her at dodgeball. What?
I'm like, yeah, we did. And like, high five. Oh, remember to play your card.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm so excited to set up the scene that I
no, totally.
that I don't even. Okay, so I'm gonna play the card. Make food together.
Oh, nice.
Boom. There you
Boom.
go.
Love it.
And what this is like, I think the school like has school lunches. You know what I mean? Like the like cafeteria with plastic trays and the scooping things into bowls and pizza and what have you. Like depending on how much money you got, because my school it was like you pay for your school lunch. You know what I mean? And you can get better or worse stuff depending on how much you're willing to pay.
Yeah, you got to teach classes them young.
Yeah, right. Ugh. But so there's like school lunch available, and Yuki always gets a school lunch. Like she always brings some stuff from home, but she always gets like her lunch is always the school lunch.
So this is very important, Yuki. What kind of milk do you get?
I get the like tiny carton of 2% milk.
2%. You're a 2%er. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
But so Yuki.
I'm skim.
Okay, fair enough. Yuki like brings her tray over to the table and like sets it down, and it's like it looks like some kind of weird mashed potatoes or like, you know, some not super appetizing goop. You know what I mean? Like in that school food, it's kind of dry but also like a little too wet. You know, sort of thing.
How's it managed to do both those things at once?
But you know what I mean, though. You can
it's
imagine
like plasma. It's both a liquid and a solid.
I'm sure in saying it, you can imagine back to school lunches.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Potatoes.
But so she sits down and she's like spooning at it, you know, in like a unappetizing kind of way, and like looks to the rest of you to see what you guys have got sort of arrayed out.
Oh my God, yeah. Gabriella is really, she's been really into microgreens recently, and she's got a microgreen salad. So it's basically a salad that's made out of little tiny sprouts. You know, they just let the lettuce just grow to be like, it's like the veal of salad. and I have one of those, and I've got some tamari roasted almond. I've got like I've got this whole like kind of like bento box situation going on, and so I've got like my microgreen salad in like one layer, and then I've got these tamari roasted almonds, and I've got yerba mate and unsweetened, and I do have something for dessert. What is it? My mom makes really good tres leche cake.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Have y'all ever had tres leche before? I'll just describe it for those of you at home who have not. So it's basically tres leche means three milks. So it's basically like condensed milk and like regular milk and like cream. And the cake's just like soaking in all this stuff. And I've got a little piece of that. It's actually, I brought it. I have several pieces of it because my mom wanted me to bring some to share with my friends. So I give you a piece. I give each of you some.
Sweet.
Awesome.
And I tell you a little bit about it.
Nice.
That's what I mean.
What about Sophia? What Sophia got for lunch?
Sophia has the beige lunch. So that includes cheese pizza, macaroni and cheese. Let me think of a tortilla. And
maybe a quesadilla. It's just like three versions of like carbs and cheese.
I think quesadilla. Yeah, exactly. It's all carbs, all cheese. I say this having a 12 and 15-year-old and knowing what they will take if given the choice.
Yeah,
it is all the beigest of foods.
Oh my goodness.
So she totally like loads up on all the and nothing. Like she will eat other things for sure, but if given her druthers, she always defaults to the beige diet. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How about Lulu?
I think Lulu has a brown pack lunch. Her dad makes lunches in the morning, so it's whatever's there. And she doesn't know what she gets until she opens it up.
Nice.
And today, she's got like a little container and a spoon for soup. She's got two. I think. I don't know why. I just feel like the crunch. You folks have very like squishy food. So,
that's true.
I think I'm gonna have a very classic cucumber sandwich.
Ooh,
oh yes.
Nice.
The kind of ranch and cream cheese mix in the middle. And I think I probably have like it's exactly 2 candies, which is like my dessert. And I think that it's there's like a note from my dad telling me that like good luck on the X quiz or whatever today.
Oh,
nice.
I like your dad.
Good job, Dad.
So the thing that Yuki does, right, is she has like the low end school lunch, but she always brings some stuff from home too, and then she like mixes them. And it's not always a good, like, it doesn't look good, right? Nobody else would eat it, but Yuki does.
Right.
It's like
putting
like
all the condiments in your
it's
locker.
Like putting jelly beans in mashed potatoes and stuff like that. Like it's very strange.
But it's the way to make the mashed potatoes more sweet.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, you just got to improve it however you can. And she's got a very eclectic taste, apparently.
Okay. So what's your MO for this particular menu?
Yeah, so with the like weird mashed potato-y kind of business she's got going on, she pulls
you've
out
been eating this for years, so you probably know exactly what to do.
Like a menu,
Right.
She
Hold
pulls
on, let me look on the list.
Yeah, she pulls out like a little brown bag, and you've all seen it before. Like she digs through it a little bit, and she pulls out like this tiny packet of like chocolate chips. And it's like the weirdest flavor combination as she like pours this into the mashed potatoes and like mixes it around. Yeah. I mean, like, what is the response? That's what I'm interested in. I'm only doing this because it says make food together, and I forgot that was what I had.
I think there's a moment where like Lulu like picks up a corner of whatever it is that you're mixing together and goes, "Is this legal?"
Yeah, I think there's like this slow camera of like Gabriella sees you doing it, and she's just like, no.
See, Sophie has the most boring diet, but she will eat anything. Like she will, if given her choice, she will pick just the beige diet, but like she'll totally try it. So she's
if Yuki's like, what? It's fine. I've been doing this for ages. Like, look, Sophia likes it. You know, like
it's fine. And I think Sophia's a little bit cavalier about the way she eats, and so she sort of like takes food off of people's plates sometimes. So she just like takes a spoon and is like, it's fine, you know.
Oh, God.
Is it? But is it really?
It's totally fine. But to be clear, Sophia also expects people to do the same for her. So if like he takes like a bite of her pizza, it doesn't matter. Like that's not a
yeah. I feel like this is something that they've had for like a while. The sharing of strange foods.
Yeah.
And Gab pulls some hot sauce out of her bag and just like sets it next to you because she knows that's usually something else that you also like to have with your mashed potatoes. And she's just like, oh, like maybe you're even like looking at her expectantly, and it's like, and she's like right, and she like pulls it out. It's like the three alarm.
Takes the little bottle and like scientifically adds like only a specific amount, because if you put too much, it ruins the chocolate chips. Yeah. Right.
I'm just like imagining this like extreme close up of the mashed potatoes, and then your face kind of like rising over the edge of the bowl.
Exactly.
And, like we see your hand like
and then like we're all watching it
sizzles. The reason I love this so much is like the little dinosaur costume and the like.
So the mad scientist look
it's great.
Of pouring it in. Yeah,
it's great. And then she like mixes it around again with the spoon. It was like, see, perfect lunch, budget and perfect.
Hot potato chocolate.
Yeah.
Hot potato chocolate. Yeah, that's the name of the dish. So good.
HPC.
Yeah. And I think like, unless anybody has something that's specific to add, like there's not a whole lot else I want to do with the scene.
I mean, that seems choice.
Yeah, it seems good.
Seems good.
Good one. So there you go.
Okay, so who would you like to give your card to?
I will give the card to you, Gabriella.
Suck it, Strash.
For
sorry, I was not bold enough to go for that one.
For the hot sauce edition, I had to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, cool. Okay, who's next, Sean?
Next person is Strash.
Oh, my. I will definitely advance time.
Okay.
Because why not?
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and move the die to third period.
Yep, and done. And I think that I don't know. There are many tempting locations. Gossip in the halls or the bathroom is kind of key. But I think I'm going to settle for the library. It's a study period.
Okay.
And I invite anybody that wants to study with me is totally fine. But I think that Yuki is smart enough to skate on by, or Lulu is smart enough to skate on by. So she does study period for a little bit of time and then usually like goofs around and like reads a graphic novel or like finds some like obscure book that is actually fun still in this library that somebody hasn't noticed in time to remove.
Yeah, I feel like Yuki is definitely studying with you, quote unquote, the studying with you part.
Okay.
She's not quite as like adept at skating on by, so to speak, as Lulu would be. She definitely has to study for like tests and stuff. But that like
help.
I don't think she asks for help, but I think she maybe like sort of tries to get it via osmosis. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But she also gets distracted really easily. Right now, she's got a book about Cube RPG or whatever it was.
Cube Farmer
RPG. She's got
we convinced the librarian to
she's got the source book open in front of her, and she's drafting up the sister of her other character.
Nice.
But she also has like graph paper open and like a math book too, if she needs to like put it on top, you know, and like I'm studying. I'm definitely studying.
The great thing about graph paper is you can draw dungeons.
It's true.
And be doing math homework on the next day.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Gabrielle Paola is she's memorizing lines for a play that she's in.
Yeah.
Right now. It's I don't know what it is. It's going to be a made up play. It's a made up Shakespeare. What's that?
It's not part of Shakespeare Club.
It is part of Shakespeare Club. It's just like a Shakespeare play that does not exist in reality.
Everybody makes your own Shakespearean play.
Yeah, am I in that one with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's called I'll have a sweet name for it if it ever becomes important.
Nice. If you need to, I'm sure Yuki has a good name for you. Sophia is not at library. She's got a different class during this one, so she won't be in the scene.
All right. What card are you playing, Strush?
Oh, I have to play a card, don't I?
Yeah.
You don't want to let go of those cards, do you?
I can't. I need too many.
I got them all.
Card collection.
I think I'm going to play a strange one that I kind of am interested in seeing if we can play to it and work it into the scene.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're going to have to sneak together.
Oh,
man. Missing out.
Oh, you can show up if you wanted to. You could.
Yeah, it's open. I don't mind you being there if you choose to.
Or maybe you're the catalyst of the sneak from like the hallway or something. I don't know.
So Gab is so we're all sitting at a table together.
Yeah.
And all working on our different projects. And I see that Lulu has started reading a comic. And
graphic novel, please.
Oh, graphic novel. Okay. And I look at Lulu. I say, Lulu, you're supposed to be studying right now, not reading a comic.
I look at you and I say, I take my headphones off and I kind of look at you and I try to gauge like if you're trying to be a narc to be a narc, or if you're like how much of an excuse do I need to get you off my case?
I'm just like really surprised that you'd be. I think Gab is just surprised that someone would not be doing what they're supposed to do. You know, I think her mom has like super intense like immigrant work ethic, and it's just like, no, you go to school, you get your education, you like boom, 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 you know.
I think Lulu just like shrugs and says, English homework, and sees if you buy it.
She's like, whoa, that's a sign for your class? Wow, that's really cool.
She'll say, actually, Miss Weathers said we're supposed to do like a book report at least once a month, and this is my book, and she like points it at you.
God, you're so lucky. It's so much easier. I'm having to like read this really, really hard Shakespeare stuff.
While this conversation is going on, Yuki's just like slowly sliding the math book over the like Cube Maker RPG book, and then when you start talking about the play, she goes, "You haven't memorized your lines for that yet?"
No, it's so hard. Like all the words are all Shakespearean and stuff. It's like a different language.
Yeah, but I mean, you only have to read it like once or twice, and then you just like know it, right?
I have so many lines. I was given the role of Queen Darkness.
She does have a lot of lines. It's true.
She's got a lot of lines.
What if we help you practice your scenes?
Oh God, that would help me so much. Here, and then I
stand up and I start packing up my stuff.
All right, so I've got things like photocopied. And I hand you. I'm so
sorry. I had a flashback to my actual high school days, and I was about to correct you and say, "You mean mimeographed?"
Mimeographed. I have things mimeographed.
I'm so sorry. I'm giving away my age now.
No, it's totally chill. You know what we actually probably do is just each take a picture of the script with our phones, and I'm like, okay. So I'm the Queen of Darkness, and you are the prince who is actually disguised as a merchant, and you, and that's your role, Yuki. And Lulu is what's your role, Lulu? Sorry, I'm trying to improvise Shakespeare.
If you're going to improvise Shakespeare and you're talking about like a Queen of Air and Darkness, it's probably something Fae related. So maybe sure. I'm like a horse-headed prankster Fae.
Sounds great.
I'm brought on Puck here, so
yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I think you're like a goat man.
Yes, I will totally be a goat man.
You're the goat man.
Rad.
Yeah, the goat man is the title.
Okay, cool. It has blocking too, so let's maybe.
I think I just say like, well, you know what? We can just bail on the library and we can go over to the gym. Nobody's playing sports right now. We can just practice there. I mean, it's like an auditorium.
that's a really great idea.
The gym may be our auditorium, depending on how nice our school is.
Okay, great. And
But
I think
I cast an eye across the library, and of course the librarian, like, you know, Miss Bell is like still around, and she's like, we're on a free period, but we're supposed to be here, right?
I'm like, oh, Miss Bell, I have to go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. I really need to go.
And she looks at you like, you know, down her glasses as they do. It's like, be quick about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I think also like Gabriella Paula is like the star student, so I'm sure Miss Bell is gonna let her.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Go,
like
right.
favoritism for sure.
Absolutely. You know what, Yuki, you and me though, we're gonna slip out the back way.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm not well liked by the librarian. I once accidentally knocked over like 3 stacks of books.
With your tail.
Oh no.
With my tail when I turned like to go into the shelving area. Yeah, she's not a fan of me. There's some rips and tears and some of that stuff. It was bad.
So yeah, I think what's gonna have to happen is we're gonna have to take like the back way through like the boiler room and the janitor's like area, and like go downstairs and then clamber back out somewhere else, and then like meet Gabriella Paula like by circling around to the gym.
Well, because if we go outside, there's the outside exit that goes into the gym, right?
Exactly.
But like as long as that door's unlocked, we're good. You know? Like,
right.
Yeah. So we gotta like before Gabriella goes, we go like, okay, so like open that door from the inside because it's never locked from the inside, and we'll like come around.
Right. If you hear the door rattling, let us in.
She's there waiting for you when you and lets you into the gym.
Yeah. Yeah, so we sneak our way into the gym to help you practice your lines.
Great.
Awesome.
I feel like that scene.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Yuki, you stuck with me. You can totally have a card.
Yay! Sneak Together is a great card for me to have.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
If we're wrapping back around, Ross, you're up top. So yeah, you.
Okay.
See.
Wait, I feel like
did the
someone
first
else
one out of order. So
no, why don't you go? You should go again, Sean.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because you went first this time, right, Sean?
I went first this time, but that's not our snap.
But we've also like done everybody, so it's yeah.
At this point, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and after school. If we move to the next one, does that if I move to the next one, Ross, tell me about the
I'm doing the thing with my eyebrows.
Advanced mechanics in this game.
What do you think happens?
Yeah, I feel like I would go to like a different map.
Yes, that is what happens. Okay, everybody copy your character and bring it to Ghost Middle School after school.
Advanced edition.
It's after school. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and read out our new mechanic? Oh my God, there's a giant cat, Strash. Be careful. It's as big as your head.
The cat is going to
eat the world.
After school, pick which event is happening tonight. The other scenes are closed. On your turn, you may either play that scene or move on to the next hangout. Oh, wow. So there's one thing.
One thing tonight.
What's it going to be?
Man, there's so many good things. There's a big game, anime club, open mic night.
God, I bet Yuki is a huge member of the anime club.
I'm
100%.
sure she is. Detention. Well, we did goof off in class, but I don't think we got detention.
Lulu is also a weeb.
Drama club, robotics club. I think the reason why GP was so worried is because tonight is the first dress rehearsal and tomorrow is going to be the first show of their Shakespearean play.
Ooh,
so we're going to be in drama club.
All right.
For the dress rehearsal. So this is no parents are here except for like the teachers and like the couple parents that are super always at their kids everything, because the actual parent show is tomorrow night. So like the parents that are here are the ones that are helping out put on the show.
Okay.
Other than that, it's just the drama teacher who's like off, and like right now, you're doing the first dress rehearsal, which has Yuki and GP in it, and Sophia is definitely there because she wants to see what you guys are all doing.
And this scene's kind of about you too, so
yeah, it's about. Oh, I need to pick a card.
Yeah.
Darn it. Okay.
Do you want me there, Sean? Because otherwise, I feel like I might be at Anime Club.
Well, this is perfect because you could be an Anime Club because I'm picking the card Text Together.
Oh, Sean,
meta.
play it hardcore. That's
that's cool.
Showing off your BFF skills.
Oh yeah, there we go. So you might not be here, but you'll be in the scene anyway. We got
a new backer.
We got a new backer.
Oh, shit.
Nat B backed.
Nat B backed.
Were we supposed to dance? What are we doing whenever someone backs?
Star Wars quotes.
Someone's back.
Okay, so it's going to be a Star Wars quote.
Yes.
I mean, we're about to do a play, so.
Okay, great.
We're about to do a play.
So Distracted Elf is going to get a Star Wars quote.
Yes.
Thank you, Nat B.
Thank you, Nabby. We will work that in. Okay, and I think this is perfect. Actually, I think that Sophia is backstage, and she's trying to help GP remember lines, and she's trying to there's no what's it called when prompters, right? So she's like mouthing lines or like writing them on like binder ruler paper with like if she forgets them or something.
Oh, you made some flashcards for me.
Yeah, trying to make like flashcards to help you
remember
the Queen of Darkness lines.
All right, cool. So and I'm up on stage and I'm wearing my costume, which is this like really like sweet black dress that I look super killer in. It kind of has this like kind of like corset situation. And I think it has this like really cool like silvery makeup, and my hair is kind of like down in my face. It's kind of towards the end of the play, and I think some of the other characters are like.
Well, I mean, Yuki's in the play, right? So she's probably like on stage here. And this is like one of those rare moments where she's not wearing her regular costume and she's wearing a different costume.
I was just gonna say, is she like out of the dinosaur costume?
Yeah, she's out of the dinosaur costume. She's a prince. Merchant. Yeah, prince disguised as a merchant, right?
Yeah, and I think you're trying to sell me something right now in this scene.
And yeah, I'm trying to sell you something, and you've like arrived by surprise, right?
Yeah.
And you're like all scary and stuff, and I'm trying to sell you something to like elide your terrible
my fury.
Yeah, exactly. And so like the scene is like you come into the shop or the like the place where I am like pretending to do my job.
Yeah. Merchant, how much for how much for 12 goats, for my men must be fed.
Oh, great Queen of Darkness! It is a pleasure to have you in my establishment. You know, I would ask only a mere pittance of your 3 coins for your supplies.
If you would like my pittance, then a pittance you should have. For I look down upon thee, so low thy be in thy station. And I like kind of like look up at Sophia's like, oh, is that right?
And I do the Shakespearean aside for my next line, you know, and I go like, I thought I smelled her stench when she walked into my shop. Only she could be so bold. And then like come back into the scene, you know. There's your Star Wars quote. I got you a little bit there.
Yeah.
And I get back into the scene. And I go, thank you for sparing me in your great mercy. You know, like being all begging and stuff. And Yuki like drops to her knees, you know, like in front of the mighty Queen of Darkness. And says, please take all that you wish and leave me, safe.
3 coins you shall have, and your safety as well. For just as the sun always sets and the darkness always rises, so shall my grace fall upon thee and thine goats, which I take henceforth.
But my dark queen, as you hath stated, the sun always sets and the dark always rises, but the circle continues in the light returning. And I cast aside my hat, and I'm obviously the prince, and I stand up and I draw my sword, And then there's this huge musical sting, and the lights change, Yeah.
Yeah, and I looked to Sophia, and I was just like, oh, wait, what am I supposed to say there? What am I supposed to do?
Right, and Sophia is like... Sophia had been texting back and forth with Lulu to find out the next lines, and she was trying to stay current. And right now, what she had was 10,000. We could almost buy our own ship for that, but then she's like, no, wait, that's different. That's different line. Different line. And so she's trying to scribble really fast, and what you just hear is the stage whisper because she can't do it fast enough.
I walk off stage over towards you. I'm kind of helping you look through that stuff. I'm
Yuki literally hasn't moved. She's in sword up stance, waiting for you to come back into the scene.
Right. Okay, then I go back and be like, "'Tis you, Prince of Dawn. I thought I recognized thy countenance, but I doubted myself. For did I not leave you bleeding to death on thine fields of battle? Yet here you stand before me, sword in hand, ready to broach me like some keg of ale. Alas.
I'm sorry, it's killing me.
Yes. Verily, I have returned. You thought you could injure me, but it turns out you were wrong. And she messes up all the Shakespearean stuff and just throws in.
It's and you're wrong.
And it turns out you're wrong about that. I shall pierce your heart and drain from it the lifeblood within.
All right.
Hata!
So the sword kind of goes we do
the underarm sword
and then
move.
I stagger back and sink to my knees, and I'll say, "Yonder goat man, I should have listened to thee and thine warnings. Please carry me in thine cloven hands to the pastures where the goats do graze."
And there's 3 people clapping because that's who's in the dress rehearsal.
Yeah, and then I fall down, and then whoever's the goat man kind of comes out and picks me up, and it carries me out.
I love it.
Yuki's looking towards the drama teacher, being is it good? Did we do?
Is it good? So even though I was texting with Lulu to help with the lines, I think I'm still giving it to GP as the playing the Queen of Darkness.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Alas, she is cold. Her blood is settled, and her bones are stiff. Life and these lips have long since separated.
I'm oh, that was the line. Lulu just texted me.
Sorry. Death lies upon her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the fields. Sorry, Strash busting out the Shakespeare's.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You gotta do it.
Nice. Gotta do it. Or the fake spears.
I can't.
The fake spears.
No, that's legit. That's actually from the last scene in Romeo and Juliet.
No, I was fake spears. You were Shakespeare's.
Oh, I see.
I can't bust out the Shakespeare, but I can bust out the awkward nerd acting. Certainly.
Yeah, we all have our skills, and together we form a nerdy Voltron.
The show must go on spirit and mentality here, where even if you drop a line, it doesn't matter. You
just keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, Sean, who's next?
Next in line is going to be Elf.
Okay, Elf. You may play another scene, a drama club, or end the hangout.
Another scene. It has to be at Drama Club.
It has to be at Drama Club.
Well, we'll end the hangout then.
Okay, great. And then you'll be the first to go next.
Cool.
Okay, so everyone go back to the charm scene.
On it.
And let's go ahead and start with you, Elf. Why don't you go ahead and do a charm scene for us?
So I can give one or give one up, right?
That's you can get a charm, gift a charm, or give up a charm.
Okay. I am going to give a charm to Sophia because I like giving charms.
Yay!
I'm gonna give a charm, and it's gonna be the like toolbox here for your volcano construction and your messy can-do attitude. And I think that's what that's for.
Nice.
Thank you. I like it.
I'm going to give a charm as well. I'm going to give my drama charm to Yuki because I think we are both members of the Thespian Society now. We had to like be in this play together, and I think it is. We're drama friends. I think we've really like bonded over acting together.
Yeah, when you're playing the villain and the hero, you gotta bond. It's the only way.
I'm also gonna give a charm to Yuki. Let me get the backpack. You're gonna be. I know we're maxing. Lulu's got all the cards. Yuki's got all the charms.
I'm loaded down.
Your slots are maxed out.
Your slots are maxed out, and I'm bringing you the backpack full of all your random stuff. That you're like, hold on, because I feel like Yuki is the one that like has the backpack. Like
Yuki is at full build.
Yeah, right. Like I feel like Lulu probably has all the Cube Farmer role playing games in her backpack, but like Yuki just has like the backpack full of all like the stuff.
You need a tape measure? I've got that. You need 50 feet of hempen rope? I've got that.
Exactly.
Am I the last?
Yes, you, Lulu. Yeah.
Well, I can't let you have the only full charm bracelet. I was actually debating on what I could give away to showcase how I've changed or grown, but I think it's not quite the time yet. So I'm going to take for myself this arts and crafts charm.
Nice.
And I think it's to remind me that the best arts and crafts are made with friends.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the thing I like about myself is the fact that I don't have to always steal the spotlight. It's okay to share with friends, and together we have a better time than if I just did an art or a craft by myself.
That's great. Okay, so and now we choose again. We can either move on to our closing of signing the yearbook, or do another hangout.
I think time-wise, closing and doing the yearbook would be great. If that
that sounds great.
Folks. Sounds good.
Does everyone have access to? So we're going to do the yearbook. So does everybody have access to a piece of paper and something to write with?
In the real world?
In the real world.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So everyone go grab that.
All right, hang on 1 second.
Getting my favorite pen. Yes, I'm ready.
So in the physical game, in the back of the Hangout guide, there are blank pages for the yearbook, and we all just take some time to write a little note. Oh wait, we're missing one person. I'll wait for Elf to get back. And then we're going to want to play the theme song while we're doing this, Sean, if you have access to that.
I do. Let me see if I can add that to the thing. Hold on a second.
The Roll20 audio is muted in your broadcast, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So Roll20 audio is going to do it.
I'll get rid of it real quick. I know you guys can probably hear that. Okay, so Elf, as I was saying, so in the physical copy of the game, in the back of the Hangout guide, there is the yearbook, and the yearbook is just a bunch of pages that you can you can sign to leave little notes for each other. So what I would like to, so next what's going to happen is we're just going to listen to the theme song, and we're each going to take a minute to write down an autograph to share with everybody. And this can either be like a message to somebody in particular. It can be, just reflecting on something an experience that you had, an appreciation of another character, or you can even just like draw a picture, some kind of combination of those things. So what would you write in the yearbook as a message to yourself or to your friends?
To like just one message?
Just one thing, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and start the song, and then let's all just take a couple minutes here and write down our thing.
Cool. It is playing in.
Oh, so everyone else can hear it.
It is playing in Twitch, so everyone else can hear it.
Okay,
if
cool.
you want to play it in Roll20,
I'll make it so we can hear it too.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Okay.
All right, so we should write one for each other person, right?
No, just write one.
Oh, okay.
But you can write a big long thing and say individual things to individual people if you like. But anything you feel like expressing. What's going on there?
Nothing. I just wrote one. I'm sorry.
That's great. Yeah.
I was gonna write a different one for everyone, but one is fine.
You can do that if you want. Whatever you feel. Whatever. This is for you, Strash. This is an opportunity for you to write to anything you feel like expressing. Oh, someone says they're hearing double audio. All right, I'm gonna stop it.
All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't think they should be hearing from Roll20, but
okay, cool.
Perhaps they are. Is that all better, Andrew? No more double audio. Yay. All right.
Okay, everyone's ready? Okay, so now next we'll just go around and take turns reading what we wrote. I'll go ahead and go first. I wrote, Dear Yuki, you may have slain the Queen of Darkness, but you will never slay our friendship. Love, GP.
Cute.
A little dagger. Dig it. How about you, Alf?
Is it me next? Yeah. I wrote, Lulu, bring back the Cubosaurus Rex. Sophia, keep being loud and kick-ass. And GP, hot potato chocolate is not as bad as it sounds. It's really, really good. You should try some. Never forget the band Smug for Life.
So good. So good.
Nice. Mine is Smug Forever. And then it's 4 drama masks. But instead of being smiling and frowning, there's one that's smiling, that's Lulu. There's one that like big teeth, that's me, because I think I like bit because of eating Yuki's hot potato chocolate. There's one that with the big mouth going la 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 la, which is saying all the lines to play, which is GP. And there's one that's just a nose, like a Batman sneaky mask. That's Yuki from like sneaking around in from hearing about you sneaking around out back.
I'll go last. I cheated. I wrote 3 things.
That's great.
Because it's for me. So what are you going to do about it, Ross? You going to stop me? I'll break your game.
Yeah.
The 3 things that I wrote are all pretty brief, though. One is for Yuki. It says, Yuki, I can't wait to raid the Zercubian dungeon with Zathraxu, Lulu.
Yeah.
Sophie, smub forever. Keep trying that drum solo. We'll win the battle of the bands yet. And GP, I'll always remember our DB win for Dodgeball, of course. Best game ever.
Crushing it. That concludes Best Friends Forever.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah. That was really fun. Yeah.
That was really fun. Yeah. So I'd be happy if people wanted to chat a little bit or ask any questions about the game or the design, chat, as well. But I don't know if people need to go, people can go, whatever.
So there's one question in chat right now, which is this a one shot? Yes. We're playing it as one shot.
Yes.
Although there's no reason why we could not certainly come back together with the same characters or with different friends and tell more stories in the same sort of setting that's emergent from the play that we've done, I think.
Yeah. And this is also one thing about BFF is that it works really well with drop-ins. So if, for example, next time we got together, one of us wasn't able to make it, but there was someone new, or just we wanted to add a 5th person, you just go around and do a charm scene again. I find it's best just to reset the charms and just kind of do it again and kind of recognize new things about each other. And you can just keep being the same Lulu you were in the previous game, and we'll remember some things about them. And then maybe there's this new person that's a part of our friend group now, and we just kind of think of it as maybe we jump forward in time a little bit. It's like the next year at school or something like that. But yeah, it works quite well as an ongoing game as well.
Ross, I have a question, which is, so this is a game that you made with your mom.
Yes.
And I've heard a couple interviews now on various places of you guys talking about it. How did you, but I don't think I heard how you started on a role-playing design project with your mom. What was the genesis of this game?
So, it's my mom approached me and said, "Hey, I have an idea for a game that I want to do together." And I said, "Well, it's cool. Tell me about it." And she says, "I want it. It's called BFF, and it's about tween girl friendship." And I said, "That sounds really cool. And let's start working on it." Nice. And it was kind of funny because so we just started getting together at this restaurant just across the street from where I'm at right now called The Reef. And we would hang out, and she had a bunch of notes that she'd written about what she thought the game was going to be like, and we would go through it. And I was trying to kind of wrangle it into, my mom is a very expansive thinker. She's just always adding possibilities. And so one of my big jobs in the partnership was to wrangle it down into something that into a mechanical container. And for me, I decided to early on okay, I want to see if I can use the Fall of Magic framework as much as possible. And we were working on it. And, at first it was was being pretty casual about it. I was super busy with Fall of Magic stuff at the time, but especially once this person behind me, Taylor Dow, got involved and started adding their. There's Taylor.
Hey, Taylor.
It says, "Hey, Taylor." Once Taylor got involved, I got super excited. Just the kind of alchemy. Taylor was really like the missing kind of third ingredient, and that's when it started feeling super real. Just seeing their all their artistic ideas. I mean, the art's amazing, and it's just Taylor's got this wonderful sense of humor that pervades. What are you doing with that hammer? Are you threatening best friend? Oh my goodness! Yeah,
it's Taylor's tools, right? That's how they made all this beautiful art, right? Hammered it out.
That's how we did it. And that's how it happened. My mom just approached me and said, "Hey, let's make a game," and we just kept working on it until it was a game.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. I don't see anything else in chat. So
Great.
Ross, do you like doing roses and thorns, or should we just have a take off and say goodbye?
I think the game has kind of like a built-in integration thing, which is the yearbook. So I feel like that's best for this game. It's just what we did.
Perfect. I love it. Awesome. Well, then let's all say goodnight and also point people to anything like, I don't know, say the BFF Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, I'll type that in there one more time in case if you're curious. There's a whole bunch of videos of people playing it and interviews and stuff like that on our Kickstarter page, which I will link to right now. Matthew just pledged. Thank you so much, Matthew.
Awesome. Woo! Unfortunately, well, I don't know. Do we want to do a Star Wars?
I can't Star Wars quote in context, but I can give you I'll think of a good Star Wars quote. I think for this one in particular, we should go with, "Why do I get the sense we've picked up another pathetic life form?"
My only one that I can come to off the top of my head, because I'm not you, Elf, is who are you calling Scruffy?
That's a good one.
Who's scruffy looking?
Who's scruffy looking?
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting it.
I had to. I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate it. I want to get it right. So I'm Sean, host here at Actual Play, and playing all sorts of games. Tomorrow we'll be playing, I think, Blue Coats of the Watch.
Really?
That I haven't seen the rules for it yet, so we'll see. It's what I've got on my calendar. So that should be fun. That'll be tomorrow evening, assuming I get some rules tonight. Also tomorrow, the Kickstarter for Big Bad Con launches, 7 a.m. on Tuesday.
Oh, right.
And there will be, if you like games like this, there's a good chance that you will find Best Friends Forever and other wonderful games.
Yeah, I'm planning on driving down there, maybe even with my mom. So
cool.
We'll see.
Ooh, fancy!
Yeah.
Wow,
that is fantastic. I didn't know we were going to get you.
Con road trip.
Maybe I'll try and figure something out.
Yeah.
It's a great show. Everybody,
I will be there.
Go to Big Bad Con. You're going to be there.
I'll be running games.
Yeah.
So good.
Awesome. So, how about you, Russ? Where can people find you doing things?
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can. The easiest way to find me is at heartofthedeernicorn.com, which is typed in there, where you can see if you like Best Friends Forever, you might like some of my other games like Fall of Magic or Life on Mars, or we just released Mo Golden and I just designed and released a LARP called Night Forest, which is super fun, and where you wander around in a park at night with candles and share memories, and it's just a really lovely bonding experience. So you check that out, and you can also follow me at Twitter at Ross Kalman. And we're finishing up BFFs and getting ready to start. We're already working really hard on our next game, which is City of Winter, which is going to be a follow-up to Fall of Magic. So just trying to make stuff. Trying to get all the games out,
They are good games.
Thank you so much.
How about you, Elf?
Oh, me? Hi, I'm Distracted Elf. You can find me at twitch.tv/Distracted Elf or at Distracted Elf. On Twitter, I'm not a designer or anything. I just play games and hang around with designers. That's my jam. But also, if you like LARP stuff or like that kind of thing, I talk a lot about my LARPing experiences and all that stuff. I go out to games on weekends. I got one coming up this weekend, which I'm really excited about. And I tell the stories of those games and I put them on YouTube. So if you want to hear about what I do in my weekends, pretending to be a murderous wild elf for a few days in a row, that kind of thing. Yeah, Boffer LARP. I play Underworld, which is like a system that like it's very Canadian. You know, like all the franchises are in Canada. But it's really cool. It's like dark horror fantasy stuff, but it's a Boffer system.
Cool.
And if you want Elf to, if you wanted to like how could I ever play a game with like a really rad person like Elf, and you wanted to play and have her GM a game for you?
Yeah.
Elf is one of the big bad online GMs this year. So as of tomorrow, there'll be a pledge level.
It's true.
Shosh did this last year, and people were very excited about it.
If you want to play a game with my stupid ass, you can do so. I don't know what game it'll be yet, but I'm very excited to find out. But yeah, so you can follow me on Twitter or Twitch at Distracted Elf and YouTube at Distracted Elf. I'm the same everywhere. You search Distracted Elf, you find me. Strash?
I'm Strash. You can follow me on Twitter at StrashA. All right, real quick, gotta plug my thing. There's a Kickstarter, but hopefully tomorrow, and I say hopefully tomorrow because there's some protocols in putting things online for purchases and whatnots. But hopefully tomorrow, you will get to see the exact opposite of this game, which is to say Band of Blades, which is dark military horror fantasy. It's coming out. We've put a whole lot of work into it. I think it looks pretty great. I'm excited to share it with people, and I hope that folks dig it. And if you don't, that's okay. Just don't at me.
Oh man, Band of Blades is awesome. If you like Dirt Company or Black Company or any other kind of military fantasy stuff.
Yeah, Malazan books, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It is the opposite of this game, but it is good stuff.
I actually we had a session of it just like a day or two ago, and I was up to my knees in horrible muck fighting against monstrosities that had my friends' faces sewn into them. So, you know,
oh man,
the exact opposite of this game. So yeah,
that sounds like my jam though.
But at least you were with friends. Never mind.
It was actually
you were hanging out with your friends.
I was, and my living friends.
Or at least their faces.
So yeah. All right. So yeah, that's me. That's all I got. Sean.
Cool. I already said my part. I'm Sean. I'm host here. Thank you, Ross, for coming on and running this game for us.
Thank you.
Thanks, Elf, for joining us. It was real fun having you on the channel. Thanks, Strash, as always, for being my co-host here and doing this cool thing. This was really fun. And everybody who's watching, if you're still here, go back to this game. It's great. It's fantastic. We literally did not read any rules before we started playing. We just jumped into it, and it was fantastic. So.
I have one last thing.
Oh,
yes.
Go.
Okay, one last
thing. I have
not
done my part, so I have to say, let the past die. Kill it if you have to. All right, that's my Star Wars.
And we're out.